Namaste guys, ChristianRLong, life enhancement consultant, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this Sunday afternoon here in Denver, Colorado. I'm kind of on the Cherry Creek Trail, which Cherry Creek is a sub area. Megan, Namaste is a sub area of Denver. It's a really prosperous area. A lot of entrepreneurs, older money, a lot of professionals. Right over here, if you guys can see this, right over here is the Cherry Creek Mall. Beautiful mall with lots of fancy stores, clothing stores, jewelry stores, furniture stores. It's like the higher end place. One of the places I went to that had rings that were like $40,000, $50,000 a pop, which, that's not too shabby. And then here's a little river right here. And then the trail goes here, goes underneath the bridge, and then comes out the other side. And you can follow that for quite some time. And there's some people popping up from the trail. Roger, Namaste. I'm going to actually be getting a camelback. You guys know what the camelback is? It's like a little backpack that you can fill with water. And the one I got, it should be coming on Tuesday, is 100 ounces, which is more than the 32-ounce water bottle that I carry with me. So I've been limiting myself. I've been limiting myself of how far I go. I usually rollerblade for about an hour or so, burn over 500 calories, and then go about my day. But I'd go further if I had reliable source of water. So that's why I bought the camelback, so I can put it on my little back, and then I can go maybe 2 hours without having to worry about hydration, because there is nothing worse than being super, super thirsty and rollerblading, biking, or running. It's intense. Army. Yeah. High back. So, you guys see all the nice traffic behind me? Yeah. So I'm going to take this trail back, but I want to jump on real quick. You guys know we do these live streams every single day at different points of the day, sometimes in the morning, usually not in the morning, but afternoon or evening, most times in the evening. And I thought about an interesting topic of a guy who I haven't thought about in a very long time, of a business networking event that I went to. And this deals with commitment. Commitment leads to expertise, and then expertise leads to big doors opening up in your life. Adriana, Namaste, can't get enough. Smita, Namaste, good to see you as always. So, when I went to this networking event, Roberta, Namaste, this networking event in Denver, Colorado, I think this was maybe about 5 years ago, and I went to a lot of networking events, maybe 3 or 4 networking events every single week to build up my pranic healing practice, because nobody knew what pranic healing was. They didn't see the benefits because they knew nothing about it. And so when you're new to a market and it's a product or service that people are not familiar with, you spend most of your time educating people about the product or service. Like 90% of your time is educating people. So I went to these networking events to educate people. Manisha, Namaste, camelback is from, oh, no way, it's from the Army? Brilliant. Maybe that's why. There's another company, T-Tech or T-Trek or something like that, that almost seems to be more competitive and better rankings than Camelback. But I've heard about Camelback forever. I've had one of their water bottles, so I'm just sticking with something that I know. But there's another company that offers a similar product that seems to be better rated on Amazon. So maybe check that out if you guys are looking to get something. So going to these networking events, you meet a lot of beginning entrepreneurs, people that just signed up for their first LLC or created their first LLC, or they're becoming an independent contractor in web design or graphic design, or they are starting their first network marketing company. Paula, Namaste. So a lot of newbies, a lot of people that don't have a lot of business experience, sales experience, marketing experience. Da'av, Namaste. So it's people that are brand spanking new, right? And I have been in sales for over 20 years. And some places I was an awesome salesperson at. Some other places I was not a good salesperson at all. Like horrible. Like, if you don't sell anything this week, we're going to have to let you go kind of positions. So it's a combination of what is the product or service, what are your core beliefs and values, and then how efficiently do you apply yourself on a regular basis? So there's many, many factors that determine whether somebody is successful in sales and marketing. But that being said, there was a guy who had experience as a chef. He was a professional chef, and he wanted to open up his own cupcake place. So when he went to this networking event, he was promoting these cupcakes. And I was like, that's a brilliant idea. Kind of like these high-end cupcakes. They're $5 or $6 a piece. They're all made by hand because he was starting out. So he pitched that. He had a website. He had business cards. He was ready to rock and roll, right? Steven, Atma Namaste. Ekta, Atma Namaste. It's been a long time since I've seen you on a stream. Alexandra, Atma Namaste. Good to see you. So I thought this was interesting. That's a great idea. My body has a sweet tooth. Who doesn't like sweets? Who doesn't like cupcakes, brownies, ho-hos, ding-dongs, pastries, right? Good. It's a good, simple, reproducible business model, right? So I'm standing on rollerblades right now as I'm leaning against a bridge. So it's kind of a weird angle and weird uncomfortability. I'm not used to like standing for 20 minutes on rollerblades. I'm used to rollerblading. So I thought it was a good idea. So I went to meet up with him. We had like a one-on-one, when you sit with a person, and it's usually an hour-long meeting where you get to know them, they get to know you, and then you try to pitch each other your services if there's a match, right? Kel says pranic energy healing. Yeah, indeed. So he was super passionate about the cupcakes. But here's what was interesting. The next business networking event that I went to, maybe a week or 2 weeks later with him, or I saw him at it, he was pitching an entirely new business. I'm not saying something that was similar to cupcakes, like brownies or high-end chocolate coffee, or something kind of similar, like another food and beverage product, but he was pitching high-end real estate leasing, like real estate rentals, like luxury real estate rentals. And I'm like, what is going on? So he pitched that for a little bit, and then the people that were in the business community in Denver were like scratching their heads going, well, is this guy in the cupcake business? Is he in the luxury rental real estate business? What's he doing? And then I'm not even making this up. A month later, he's promoting an entirely different business model. And to be honest with you guys, I don't even remember what it was that he was promoting. But it was a third entirely different business, not a complementary business, not a second business that he had already proven successful in his first business and he wants to start a new venture. He was doing 3 different ventures all at the same time. And after 6-7 months of me following up with this guy, seeing him at different events, do you know what happened to those 3 businesses? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not one of those businesses produced any kind of fruit. The cupcake company wasn't successful. The luxury real estate rental company wasn't successful. And then the third company, I can't even remember what it was not successful, right? From same master, I have one for both. 2 schools. Steven says, commit to could use more flowing of energy to the point healthy, positive energies are flowing, healthy, happy, healing ways. Maro, Atma Namaste. So is this making sense to you guys that in order to be successful, I think it's about to rain, in order to be successful in any venture, to be successful in any venture, you have to be committed to what it is that you're doing, because we don't have unlimited resources. We don't have unlimited mental energy, unlimited emotional energy, unlimited physical energy. Some have more than others, but at the end of the day, it's finite. It's finite because of our perception, our viewpoint, it's finite. Until we become holy masters and we realize that we are one with God, one with all, we have to work within the finite reality of what is. So, if you want to be an expert in whatever it is that you do, you have to be committed. You have to be committed, which means you have to make a decision that this is the right thing to do, so we're going to go do it. This is a product, a service that I resonate with, that it uses my skills, my talents, my abilities. It's going to be profitable. There's good positive feedback. Like, you look at it from different viewpoints, and then you eventually have to make a commitment and follow through and make it happen, and then that's it. And then you just follow through, because This guy spent so much time bouncing from one idea to another idea to another idea, he never fully committed. Adriana, I'm going to say he never gave it his all to make it work. I look at it like the analogy of an airplane. I forget the exact speed. I think it's 163 miles an hour, but in order for an airplane to get off the ground, it needs to go to a certain speed. And if you are 5 miles below that speed, the airplane will never get off the ground. It's the same thing with any venture or endeavor that you're pursuing in your life. You can go 30%, you can go 70%, and it's still not going to get off the ground. It's still not going to be successful. But if you put all of your attention and focus and energy in it, the likelihood of it succeeding is much, much greater. Could it still fail? Yes. Could you still lose a lot of time, money, and energy? Yes. But how much more are you going to lose if you just go a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there? Think about how much money, time, and energy this person lost on creating 3 different websites, on creating 3 different sets of business cards, on creating 3 different pitches, 30-second pitches to 15-minute pitches on his product or service, versus focusing. Oh, sorry, it's a wife of mine. Oh, okay. Now, got it. Oh, okay. I was like, wondering what was going on. Yes, that was Master's other wife, other partner. Correct. So, and she's a great, great soul that did a tremendous amount of service for humanity. So, the people who are experts in their fields, this is was written about in a book called Mastery by Robert Greene. Mastery by Robert Greene, an excellent book talking about the process of mastery. How does one become a master in something? And he says, masters or experts in their field have the highest level of contentment, earn the most amount of money, and make the greatest breakthroughs for civilization. That's a win-win-win all around, right? So they make the most amount of money, they have the highest level of fulfillment, and they contribute the most to society at large because they've dedicated themselves not for 2 or 3 years to something, but they dedicated decades to something, and they put their heart, soul, mind, money, resources, and time into it in order for it to be, how do I want to say this? In order for something beautiful to come about. Versus, oh, this wasn't an overnight success, never mind, I'm going to go on to something else. So how often do we do that in our health? We go to the gym for a little bit, and then we don't have the body of our dreams and we quit. We start a new relationship, as soon as you have your first argument, you walk away from the relationship. You start a new business, and you're not a millionaire overnight, so you drop that business, right? So you have to have a level of awareness, of understanding, a level of commitment, and the willingness to follow through in spite of the pain. I've been doing pranic healing and Hatha yoga regularly for 15 years, and I don't consider myself a master. I don't consider myself a person that has all the answers, but the level and joy and satisfaction I receive now and the ability to help people now is much, much, much greater than it was 5, 10, 15 years ago. But what if I quit? What if I gave up? What if I jumped from healing modality to healing modality to healing modality? How effective would I be at explaining these very beautiful concepts and utilizing these very beautiful concepts? Pranam and Namaste. I'm sad because they separate as have heart attack of my pranic healing way and have attack of my pranic healing way. Focus on the teacher and focus on the teachings. So there's a little side conversation going on about Master Choa. When Master Choa was in the physical body, people were very, very reliant on the teacher teaching them directly, attending his classes and courses, and then when the teacher left the physical body, when he passed away in March of 2007, a lot of people left pranic healing because they're like, well, the teacher's no longer around. Well, number one, the teacher is not the physical body. The teacher is the soul. Number two, the teachings are living and breathing energies. So focus on the teacher, focus on the teachings. Do not focus on the physical body, the trivia and drama of the world. that makes sense. I hope that wasn't too random that we're on the live stream. But it's getting super windy, and it's about to rain, and I don't want my phone to get ruined, so I'm going to let you beautiful souls go. But remember, commitment leads to expertise, leads to many, many, many doors being opened up in your life, okay? And for those of you who need healing, it's weird. It's like raining in front of me, and then it's sunny behind me. For those of you who need healing, reach out to me at ChristianRLong.com, schedule a distant pranic healing session. It's a 30-minute coaching session, 30-minute healing session to transform your life in many, many, many ways, and I look forward to serving you in the very near future. This is Christian Long, Life Enhancement Consultant, wishing you a beautiful day, a beautiful week, and a beautiful life. Atwa, namaste. Hopefully I don't get pushed into traffic. Love you guys.